All right, welcome back. Today I got a special guest that's going to go through some stuff with us today. James Harlan here. He's going to introduce himself, and he's been training for quite some time, and we're going to help him out and make some changes in his physique.
Morning, folks. I'm James Harlan. I've been coming here to the Edge for a few years. I'm here with my buddy Jerry. We're going to run through a bit of a back routine, back warm up, and a little bit of instructional stuff. Make it quick, clean, and short. Give you guys a little bit of information for your back routine.
All right, let's get to it. All right, for the first exercise, what we're going to do here, first we're going to get warmed up. I'm going to take the back assist here, the chin-up assist, and we're going to superset it with the pull-over, arm pull-over, just basically to warm up our upper back, lower back, get a bunch of blood in there. Usually do anywhere to 4 or 5 sets. Usually you're probably going to get about 50, 60 reps of pull-ups, and then 50 or 60 of pull-outs, just forcing as much blood as we can into our back muscles just to get them warmed up before we actually start our training session. So basically you're going to come up here, get yourself set up, select the weight. I usually start take 40 pounds off my weight just so I get my body warmed up, and I just do the pull-up. You want, like I say, get that stretch down, little arch in your back so you can get your chin up deep. Like I say, right now we're just looking to pump as much blood, warm up them back muscles. Then I'm just going to walk over here and throw this one in too. Now this basically a pullover is what it is, a row arm pullover. The main thing about this is you want to sit back, bend your knees a little bit. You want that full stretch. Basically it's going to go up above, a little bit above your eye level, forehead. And the main thing is you want to keep your chest up the whole time. You want to make sure you're not doing this head down, chest up. That way you know that you're getting that full exertion of your lats to stretch. And that's what we're looking for. And then you're just bringing it back down as deep as you can. Slow, mechanical. You don't want to race, it's not a race. You want to keep constant tension and just get that blood in there. And this, like I say, this is also an exercise you can do later on. Finish an exercise, or you can throw it in earlier. So James is going to get a shot. He's going to basically do the exact same thing, and then we're going to go on to our first exercise. We're going to start with our first exercise in our back routine. Is a one-arm row. Basically, I'm going to show you something a little bit different. Obviously, you can do it with a barbell too, but this is a different angle, complete different feel. And I honestly, you do these here, you really can't cheat. It kind of keeps you stuck in this position. So basically, you can use, like I said, a wrist strap, a strap, deadlifting strap if you want to. The heavier I get, I'm definitely going to use that. Now, this exercise has a lot to do with your foot placement. The farther forward, the more it's going to hit your upper lat up here. The farther back here, more of the stretcher obviously is going to stretch lower. So you got two different directions that you can go with this exercise, whatever you feel like doing during the day. But basically you're just bending down. You're going to get your good stable. I'm going to use this leg here to stabilize my lower back, because this exercise is one of those exercises, if you have lower back problems, you have to be careful with it. You can wear a belt if you want. The heavier I get, obviously I may put the belt on, but I'm going to put this arm here, and then I'm going to grab this here. And basically, I want to make sure my back is staying totally flat, and I'm just pulling it up just like a row. Now, the main thing, like I say, on this exercise, as we go through it, you want to get a good stretch, and you also want to bring that up. At the same time, we don't want to make sure it's not this. You don't want my back moving. That's why this arm is glued to this thigh, and it's just pulling up. Make sure you get that good stretch down and up. Just like that. Now, like I said, that's forward. If I move my feet a little bit more this way, I'm going to get a little bit different indirect to a different angle on my back. Now, basically, this exercise we're going to do, this is this is going to be a mass exercise. So we're going to go as heavy as we possibly can, starting with 4 sets of 8 to 12. So basically, as we go, we're going to add the weight up. I use the 25-pound plates on here. Basically, so with the 45s, you're probably going to touch the floor before you want to get that full extension. So we're going to get warmed up here, and then we'll show you the results of how it works. Okay, another thing that I like to do all the time in between sets is stretching that muscle that you're working. So basically, what you're going to do, the main reason for this is we're trying to stretch your muscle fascia, like our lats, really stretch them, pull that muscle, get a good pull on it. And basically what that does is it tears up the muscle fibers a little bit so we can force more blood into that area, basically for growth. So what I'll do is I'll grab one arm and just stretch it. Now just get a good stretch, continually stretch, just don't overstretch. You'll feel it, get a nice good stretch. It's not something you don't want to sit here and yank on it, you just let your body fall back and you're pulling that out. And release it, and same way with this one here. And then I'll do both arms. Now I don't do it after every set, but normally at least twice or 3 times within a back routine or that muscle group I'm working. Again, that just tears that muscle fiber up, loosens it up so that you can force more blood into the area as you're working. I'm a big believer in stretching the muscles when they're warm during that set, and even like flexing and all that kind of stuff helps force that more blood in there. So try that, in between your sets. I'm going to use the wrist strap here, deadlifting strap. I'm a firm believer in them, wrist straps. The most important thing on any of this stuff here is you want to get as many reps as you possibly can. And I'm going to tell you right now, my hands are going to give and my biceps are going to give before my back's going to give. So I'm using these here basically so I can get the last 2 reps, which is the most important part of the whole exercise, is getting your last 2 reps. Because if I don't use this, the bar is basically going to slip out of my hand. So basically I'm going to get, like I say, going to wrap around this, and it's going to help me finish out a set the way it should be. Now this exercise here, another thing you might fall into is, with this exercise here, you're down, you got your cardiovascular a little blocked, so when you're leaning over, kind of taking your breath away, and sometimes it may have you feel like you're having a hard time breathing. So when you come up, you might feel a little lightheaded. Obviously, we're always letting air out while we're doing it. but still, it's just you have a lot of compression in there. So if you need to come up, take 10 seconds or whatever, recover, and then get back down into it if you have to. Like I say, it does restrict your blood flow a little bit here, especially if you're putting on a belt. That'll also kind of create a problem. So the main thing is we want to be able to get what we want out of it. So just that little recovery time is not going to hurt. All right, when you're working for your training partner, basically it's one after another. I don't mind, like I say, working out with two guys, 3 guys max. 4 guys is too many. You want to keep your system going. Attaboy. Job. Job. Nice. Good. All right, basically just keep going. That right there is basically, you're seeing his pretty much his limit right there, which was good. I mean, he's getting that full extent. As far as, obviously he was cheating a little bit there, which is fine too when you get to that heavy type of weight. Like I say, and like I say, he'll probably just stay right there for his last set to burn out, the last one. But as far as the potential of that exercise, that's what you want right there, basically. Attaboy. Come on. Finish strong. Nice. Good set. Now if you want to do help him out, give him a couple extra, you could grab the bar. We're not going to worry about that today. Basically, that'd be a little extra negative or force reps. But that's another ploy that you can throw into it to make it that much more. Nice. All right. Now that's, like I said, that's 4 sets. Finishing up the first round of the exercises. We're going to jump on to the next exercise. This is a hammer strength row. As you can see, adjustable seat. You can adjust the height basically what comfortable for you. Main thing is you don't want it too high because you don't want to be up here. You basically want this thing here right underneath your pectoral muscle line. So you get a good stretch, keeps you balance wise. You got a bunch of different angles you can go. This here, like I say, more for width. This is more for the middle of back. So basically today I'm gonna do this one here. You can do it 1 arm, 2 arm, whatever you feel comfortable with. I like to do it 1 arm because I can concentrate a little bit more and get that squeeze. And with this exercise, obviously you can go heavy and you want to go heavy, but you also want that squeeze and you want that full extension. Just like on any of this stuff for your back, you want to get that good squeeze. We're not just throwing the weight, you want to feel the weight. So get your feet set. I grab this, you can grab that, whatever you feel comfortable. It's back here, and make sure I always watch. Go down to that black little pad there, get it as far as I can, and back up. Keep this thing here, just pull it. The other thing is you're going to hear me breathe. Like I say, when I'm pulling the weight up, I'm letting the air out. Don't hold your breath. Take breath in, out. Elbows driving, I'm driving the elbow this way, it's not out. And our rep ratio is going to be between 8 and 12. Again, probably 4 sets.
Now, like Jerry said, when you're coming up on that rep, you want to let air out to allow expansion for your muscle. And you're wanting that full extension because when you come up, you bring your elbow as close to your body as you can. You're activating that lat. Lat's a hard muscle to build, so form, it's all about form. Looking good, Jerry. Get in there deep.
Come on, finish strong. All right, next exercise we're going to do, this is going to work lats, upper middle area. We're going to do this 4 sets here, again 8, 12 reps. Basically, this is just another type of like a T-bar roll, except you're going to be standing, and you just want to make sure you get a real good stretch. So basically, you're bending your knees. Main thing on this exercise, again, chest up, and you want to make sure you get a real good stretch there, and you're forcing it into chest. Good squeeze. All right, like I said, as you see what he's doing, basically he's bringing his elbows back, he's getting a good squeeze, the stretch. Like I say, the most important part of this here is getting that squeeze right here. This is where we're working on this mid-lower back right here is what we're working on, and stretching out the lats. We're not really concerned so much about super duper heavy, other than this one here is more like a finishing exercise to get a good squeeze. You still want to go heavy, but we're not looking, you know, for something that's messing with your form. You want to squeeze the muscle, make it feel. You want to feel as you're doing it. Make sure you get that good stretch. on. Last set. Get that stretch. Nice. Come on. Atta boy. Now do those stretches. Stretch them lats out. This would be a good time in the workout in between to stretch that warm muscles up, tear them fibers, those fascia fibers I was telling you about on your back, so we can get that little more blood in that area. Again, basically what that's for is to stretch out them lats, to tear up that fascia, to loosen up that area in there so we can pump more blood into that back to fill it up. Again, it's all about blood volume, getting that blood in the muscle to make it grow. All right, we're going to finish up our last exercises, upper middle rowing exercises for the back today, specializing in that. So basically we're going to do a finishing exercise with it's another row basically, which is just like the one arm row somewhat, or you can use the bent over row, whatever, however you want to use it. We're going to use the kettlebells this time. This way, this one here, we don't go extensively heavy. It's just more or less bring it up, squeeze. We'll do two different angles. We'll do the traditional one where you're just basically doing the mid row, and then we're going to do a reverse grip that I usually finish off with the burn set. Again, basically, you're gonna your feet, like I say, main thing is getting yourself stabilized here, and the main thing is you want your butt down, keep that stabilization, because what we're basically trying to do is keep all the tension off the lower back. Okay, we don't want straight leg hand. We do not want your legs locked. Okay, that's tremendous pressure on the lower back. So shoulder width, whatever you feel comfortable with, you can probably go at that. That's whatever you feel comfortable with. But the main thing is we don't want a stiff hamstring lock in. So we want to bend down, like I say, and just get a little bend here, and then you're going to spring it back up. Roll all the way down. Now, I'm not even counting reps, I'm just doing them just basically to failure, and then I'm just going to jump right into the reverse one. Again, you're just grabbing this way here, and then you're going to bring them up the same way. Now with the reverse one, I like doing the reverse anytime I do the rows over these, because with the reverse, it takes away the bicep. So basically, you have a lot more tension, bicep and forearm this way than you would this way. So you get a little bit more, you can handle a little bit more weight, and I think it develops your back a little bit more, because like I say, your arms and your forearms, your hands are going to give out before your back is. So he's going to just do his set, and we'll go from there.
How are you doing
this way first, and then finish this way.
Gotcha.
Just do as many reps you can, squeezing them. You just want to concentrate, squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch. Get your back a little bit lower, all the way flat. You know, widen your feet a little bit. There you go. Now get your back down. No, your butt this way. Knee. Oh, there you go. Always want your chest over your knees on this exercise. There you go. Good. Nice. Yeah, keep that head down. You want your head up. Put a little more extra stress on your neck area. Oh boy, good. Nice. Now, he's jumping right into these here. If you need, like I say, if you're fatigued, which you should be, if you need to take 10 seconds, 20 seconds, that's good, fine, take it. But just don't take over 20 seconds. Like I say, give yourself a little bit of time to catch your blood or catch your breath, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Good stretch all the way, stretch all the way down. Let them babies hang. Atta boy. You're totally fatigued now. These things are gonna feel like they're 100-pound dumbbells. Nice.
Oh.
Good set.
Oh.
Nice. All right, that's it for today. I want to thank James for coming in and getting a workout in. You're going to see him periodically. Now we're going to, after we're done here, like I say, most of the time, and I work out during the week, I'll throw my calves in. Usually, if it's not a calf day, I'll just do like 4 sets. Just burn them out. Usually, maybe pick out one exercise, do a giant set, go up, warm up, get up to my heaviest weight, and then pyramid down. Get in maybe 100, 150 reps on one exercise, and then that's it. Just more or less to get some blood in there, and then concentrate on stretching them out. Everybody asks about what's the most important thing. Most important thing I think in calves, other than doing them, is basically stretching them out. You got to stretch your calves out. Full extension on them babies, especially on the way down. Just don't bounce. You don't want to be bouncing, because that's putting tremendous stretch and pull on your Achilles tendon. So you definitely don't want to do that, but you definitely want to stretch them. Squeeze them out at the end. If you watch the other videos, you'll see how I kind of do a lot of concentration stuff on squeezing out the calves and forcing as much blood into them as I can. So hopefully you enjoyed the workouts today. You got anything to say or before we head out?
No, I think we killed it. Got a nice burner in, quick, short, to the point, directional. You got any questions, just ask.
All right, like I say, appreciate it. Check us out next time, and have a good day.